Hi everybody. I wanted to share a story that happened recently to me. A little bit of background about myself. I'll be 50 next month, and I'm married and I have a daughter and two granddaughters. I live in Florida. I have all my life. I'm a professional photographer. I have my own children's preschool photography company. And something happened 2 months ago that has really changed my life. I've been a Christian my whole life. I have had several miracles that have happened to me over my life, 4 to be exact, which I'll explain at a later video maybe. This is my first video that I'm making. I don't even know how to upload it to YouTube yet, but I'm just going to give it a try. 2 months ago, I was in Miami visiting a friend of ours, my husband and I, and we were spending the night at her house. We were sleeping in her guest room, and I could not sleep. I tossed and turned. We went to bed around midnight for hours. I couldn't sleep. My husband right next to me, he's sound asleep. So he's softly snoring. He's turned on his side. I've got a fan next to me blowing in my face, and because I'm, hot at night, can't sleep. And the corner of my eye, something catches the upper right-hand corner of my eye. I'm laying flat in bed. I look up, and it's I don't even know how to explain it. It's a mist of white light, but it's moving, and there's colors. Maybe it's 3 feet long. There are colors, soft pastel colors, not vivid bright colors, tiny colored particles, and it's glistening like water. It's just very muted, and I'm looking at this light thinking, is this coming from the window to my left? Like, is it a car shining through the window? But through this like white mist of pastel light, I see Jesus's face materialize right there. I mean, legit, his face, same hair, same mustache, same beard we've all seen in all the in all the books and media. And the difference is I saw his teeth. He was smiling, big. I saw every one of his teeth smiling. And this whole thing lasted less than 10 seconds. He was smiling. I know it was his face. Every intricate detail I saw. I didn't see his clothes. I didn't know what he's wearing. I can't tell. I just saw this white, colorful, iridescent, glistening background, and his face smiling at me. Big mouthful of teeth. And within 10 seconds, it just slowly got smaller and smaller and smaller until it disappeared. While this was happening, I froze like a little child thinking there was a monster under the bed or something in my closet. You just freeze, you can't move. I didn't hold my breath though. I froze. I couldn't talk. I didn't feel like I should say, "Ah, it's you," or wake up my husband, or gasp or cry. Nothing. I froze. I couldn't move. I was just in awe. And while this was happening, in the 10 short seconds that it happened, everything in my whole body just froze to the point where I felt a calm. I felt a peace. I could still hear my husband snoring. I can still hear the fan next to me. I can still feel it. I can still feel my husband's arm, my hands on his arm, so I know I'm awake. I'm not sleeping. This is not a dream. And I was just shocked, just in awe. There's no other word to describe it. In peace. So the story doesn't stop there, right? I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should wake up my husband. I decided not to because I don't want to be hysterical. But nothing in me wanted to like scream and wake the whole household up, and I just got out of bed slowly. I went into the living room and I just sat for a couple of minutes just with my mouth was probably open. I couldn't believe what I had just seen. I'm trying to process this in my head. I look at the clock and it says 3:11. And I remember thinking, 3:11, is that some kind of symbolic meaning? I kept staring at the clock. I don't know what 3:11 meant. I got my phone out and I Googled 3:11, and I think it said something like there's such things as I don't believe in psychics or anything like that, but there's such thing as an angel number or a number meaning, the meaning of 3, the time 3:11, and I don't remember what it said. It said something like it's a sign that maybe a guardian angel is looking after you, or it's a sign of positivity. Anyway, fast forward, I Google, I go on YouTube and I start looking at videos of, I want to hear stories of other people who have seen his face smiling. And I search high and low, and I read the stories about how people have seen his face, people who have talked to him. He didn't say anything to me, but I couldn't find one that really explained what I experienced. So I'm up for 2 hours. I can't fall asleep. Anyway, 5 o'clock comes. I'm tired. I go to bed. I wake up at 8. My husband and I say goodbye to our friend. We get in the car and we leave. And my gut's telling me, you have to explain to your husband what you just experienced. You have to tell him. So I did. And he thought I was crazy. And he said, Angie, things don't happen like that. That's not how Jesus works. That's not how any of that is supposed to happen. You know, I don't know what you thought you saw, but you know, that's not how any of that works. So totally he dismissed me, which, like I said, I'm almost 50, so I'm at the point where I don't really care what anybody thinks. I don't need to impress anybody. I don't need to convince anybody, and I don't even care that my husband doesn't believe me. I haven't told anybody else. This was 2 months ago. So over the course of 2 months, I can't stop thinking about it. Of course, I feel like it just made sense to me that I would see him, because my whole life I have felt that that I've had a connection. I don't go to church every Sunday. I'm Catholic. I wasn't raised Catholic. I converted to Catholicism. I was baptized when I was 23 at the birth of my daughter, because when I saw my daughter, I knew there was a God. I was looking at a miracle. And I see miracles every day in my job. I see miracles when I photograph small children. Every day. I see God in their face. I hear God in their laughter. I see their pure innocence and joy. I've had a spiritual connection with God my whole life. But this indeed was different. And to actually see him with my physical eyes, not my spiritual eyes, not in a dream, not in my sleepiness eyes, I'm wide awake and I see him. So over the past 2 months, I start doing research on, I start revisiting it in my head. I tried to brush it off, like, well, that happened. And you know, it happens to a lot of people, I guess. And I don't think I wanted to tell any of my friends, because I thought they would think, oh, sure, you're crazy, and yeah, sure you saw him, and yeah, I don't know. I haven't told my parents, I haven't told my sister. So I start Googling, and I'm going to put on my glasses because I'm old and I can't see. Okay, I want to show you what I found. I go on Google and I type in Jesus Christ face. Okay, so I'm going to flip the camera so you can see what I'm seeing, because I don't know what I'm doing. How do I do this? See? Nope, that's not it. How do I do this? Nope, that's not it. See? I can't find the button to... Oh, Lord. Get it, Lord. Okay, I don't know how to change this. I don't know how to... Alright. I can't find the button. I'm just going to show you what I see. Literally, I can't find the button. Where is it? Okay. Anyway, this is what I see. I hope you can see it. Your typical Jesus Christ face. I'm looking at all these faces that I'm sure we've seen growing up, right? In the Bible. I go on images. I go, yep, there they are. There's the typical pictures of Jesus Christ. I had one of these in my home growing up. Let me see if I can find it again. Oh, no, something close to that. Hold on. Nope. God, I hope you can see this. There it is. Okay, so I had this one growing up. I don't see any pictures of him smiling. So then I went to shopping. And as I go to shopping, I see this one. I go, oh, he's smiling. There's his teeth. So I'm scrolling down, and this one catches my eye. Okay? This is called the Hand of God. And that caught my eye because I've never seen a picture like that before. Jesus reaching to you through water. It's like, to me, it, you know, I guess it symbolizes if you're drowning in sorrow or pain, I'm here to lift you out of it, out of darkness, come to the light. I get that, right? So that really spoke to me. So I looked at the artist name, and this is what it says: Yang Sung Kim from Korea. Now I'm looking at his artwork, and I notice that there's only products of that one smile, of that one photo. So I open up another page, and I click Young. There he is. So I click him, and I see he has a website, foundationarts.com. So I click on this. There's his biography. He talks about, and I'm looking at all these pictures, and they're pictures of Jesus smiling. Here he is with the lamb, with a child, looking up at the heavens, laughing. And I'm just looking at all these beautiful pictures. Anyway, I scroll through, I get to page 3. Look what I see. I hope you can see it. Look what I see. That's exactly what I saw. That is exactly what I saw. His hair, all his features that we've all been used to, but his smile. And if you notice, here's it, the way the background, it's all white, but there's like iridescent colors back here. It's all pastel, and it's amazing. And I've been so drawn to it, and I said, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what I saw. So I bought it, and I bought it today. And what's amazing, you see the title of, it's called Joy. Joy's my middle name. Joy's my middle name. My mother did not give me the name Joy. The nurses in the hospital named me Joy. My mom couldn't think of a middle name for me to go with my name. When the nurses, the story is when the nurses were taking care of me in the hospital after my mom had a C-section, they said I didn't cry, I was a happy baby. And they told my mom, she's such a joy to have in this hospital. And so my mom said, oh, I love that name. 49 years ago, she named me Angeline Joy. And here I am buying a print of the Jesus, of the image that I saw at night. I can say he literally was watching over me. He was literally watching over me. I don't believe in coincidences. I think everything happens for a reason. And I think this is just one more example for me to know that He is alive and well, and He is in our hearts, and He's in my heart. And we are only put on this planet to love one another. And as a Christian, our job is to spread the joy, spread the word. And I'm spreading the word. And what's even more amazing is that, what's even more amazing is that when I woke up this morning, I felt compelled to do this, to figure out how to make a video. And as you can see, I don't even know how to work my phone really well. My daughter would say that's typical. But today's Good Friday. Today's April 19th, 2019. Today is Good Friday. This happened 2 months ago. And today I was compelled to do this. God is good. And this is just one more little miracle that He's given me. I hope today that you find your miracle in everything small and insignificant in your life like I do. I've gone through a lot of trials in my life, as we all have, I'm sure. But if He gets us to it, He gets us through it, right? So He got me through it. And I just wanted you all to know that He's alive, and He's literally watching over all of us. God bless.